Now, about 3 weeks ago, Victony blessed the world with a sound from his heart, a sound that he felt like, you know what, I want to give you guys a piece of me, and he called it Stubborn. Now, when everyone thinks stubborn, they're like, why is he telling us he's stubborn? Like, what's all of that about? Well, you should have watched the video. Maybe you get an idea. But listen, no worries. Think of it as your very, very lucky day, because this is a very deep expose. One of which, because this entire week, Victony and I have gone through different phases of conversation. So this is the first phase where we basically get into the album as it is. And joining me on the show right now is Victony. Hey, Victony, I have seen you so much this week. I am so happy to see you again. I could get used to this, I could get used to seeing you every time.
Me too.
How fun, our risk challenge. I was like, hey, look at me dancing. But no, it's really cool to have you in the studio.
Yeah.
Do you like interviews though?
Yeah, it was, but it's people like you. The interviewers are people like you. Why not?
Oh, that's sweet. Well, it's great to have you. Congratulations. I mean, I've been plugging people, and now I feel like I can tell them, listen, have you listened to Victony's album, Stubborn, though? But for people watching and who are yet to see what we've put together, from your celebratory dinner to your listening up until this very moment, talk to us about Stubborn. I know you've talked about this extensively, but just, what is Stubborn? Are you stubborn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a good percentage, in fact, almost all Nigerians are stubborn, right? Because you see what we go through every day as Nigerians, especially young Nigerians, being able to go through all this and still having that belief that this thing I'm doing, whether it's singing or whether it's architecture, whether I'm an artist who draws, who paints, like people are just doing different things and are succeeding, right? Regardless of what the environment has to offer them. That's what it is about, That's what being stubborn is about. So yeah,
I love that. I put out a post and I said, for me, like, I feel the album just speaks to resilience. The resilience to definitely fight for what you want, but also to push
inspiration behind the song. And I told him, it's just saying like all we've been through to be here, like all that we fought to be here. It's like he could relate strongly, so, and he did his thing, and
I actually wanted to talk about that a bit, like, starting out in the industry. I asked you that, and you said this is like Ojo, like that's how far back we're going into this.
Yeah.
What were your early days like? Like, I want you to speak to that particularly, like your days starting out in the industry, when no one knew who Victony was.
I started rapping, right? You know that?
Yeah.
Do you know that?
No, but you didn't tell me that.
I didn't tell you that.
No, you didn't tell me you were rapping.
Yeah, I was rapping though.
I'm trying to, with this, was this your rap voice?
Well, maybe right after this interview, just go on YouTube and just search Victony, go down my loaders. But I was doing what I loved, right? So, and that was rap at the time. Then 2020, that's when I started Afrobeats for real. That's when I'm like, okay, let me transition into this singing thing. Let me just try out something new since I don't have much to do now. And Afrobeat just felt very authentic. Like I said to you, it's a lifestyle. It's not just a genre. And that was the easiest way for me to express as a singer. So, it started from freestyles to covers, and then I released my first body of work in 2020. Saturn EP. Shout out to Fowles. That's Fowles, because Fowles hopped on my song without even knowing who I was at the time. Somebody just sent in my song, and and then after Saturn EP, that's Holy Father.
Do you think the industry would have been like, your experience in the industry would have been the same if you were still in the rap scene?
Honestly, I wouldn't know. Because, it's not so rap friendly, right? But at times are changing though. Because then you begin to see like Odumodu,
I know,
Black Bones, like everybody's having a shine. I feel like people are very open-minded now. We're in an era where anything goes, just as long as you're yourself and you have a story to tell. So, I mean, you never know.
It's kind of weird because when I listen to this, in a way, you sing, but then you sing. Have you ever heard that before? Yeah. So I think I can feel the rapper in you when I listen to, like, for instance, what you did on Risk. You're singing, but you're talking.
Exactly.
You get? You're singing, but you're actually talking. So I think I can. Funny enough, yesterday I had your producers, Houdini and Notorious, on the show as well.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for real. Like, I met them at your celebratory dinner, so it was really exciting to just getting on the work. Like, Tier 46, which is one of my favorite songs. Like, they produced that as well. But now, speaking to the people that you have on the album, you you went far and wide for this body of work. So talk about the collaborations that you felt and why you felt like these artists were an important piece to the puzzle of the album.
Yeah, you know, we like to create like often, like we make music every now and then. And when you met Houdini, and you know, if you have a conversation with them, you see where their mind is at. It's just what's next. Like, so we're always creating, and every time we make a new song, you know, we always think about, not always, but oftentimes we think about the possibility of a collaboration and who we think, you know, is best for this song. So, but working with Chinasa was very interesting. This was my first time meeting her, actually.
Eh?
Yes.
Yeah. Why did you laugh at you like this?
I'm laughing now.
No, for real. Are you serious?
Yeah,
I thought you guys were like guys.
No. Prior to that video shoot, we didn't even know each other. So we met on set. We did her interview first, and then
just is this taking really nice?
Yes, we spent the rest of the day together. So, but she's such an interesting person. She has an interesting personality.
But it also speaks to who you are as a person. Do you take yourself serious? Like, are you one of those artists that are like hard to vibe with? You know, there's some people you meet them and you instantly feel like, oh geez, how do I break the ice with this person?
I don't
what
think,
are you
do you
like?
Think I am?
No, I think but maybe it's because like we had to have a conversation.
Okay.
So like to a fan, for instance, what are you like when you meet people off the bat?
Now I'm very open, right? Because that helps my interaction with people helps my creativity. You know, there's different people in the world with different characters, different personalities. So I always like to find out. And obviously, if you're close enough, you can't find out now, right? So, yeah.
I love that. Who are the people right now that you'd say, like, apart from your album on your playlist, I'm sure, like you're currently listening to, apart from yourself? Like, if I were to get into Victony's playlist right now, I listen
to To be honest, I listened to some Thames, like, when her album dropped, but I haven't really listened to anybody. You know, we listen to music for like research purposes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we make music like almost every day, and when we make those songs, we replay them. David is in the studio right now. He's one of my producers. And I make music with him every day. I just keep playing it. So when I want to try out something new, you know, I listen to new songs. But I listen to Thames' album.
You really like Thames?
Yeah.
I like that. What do you like about her?
It's just her voice, right? There's a lot of soul in it.
There is.
Sometimes I don't even care what she's saying. I just sing. You get what I'm saying?
I love that. Victony, we gotta cap this. Now, before we go, I want to show you, because I don't think anyone's seen this before. We had a conversation, and I'm talking to everybody and yourself, a couple of days ago, prior to your celebratory dinner. And it was so sweet. It was so fun. So I'm gonna show everyone the trailer. It officially drops tomorrow on Rise 360. The whole conversation. Our deep dive into Stubborn. Take a look.
That's why I do this, right? It's just I just want people to hear what I have to like offer, and like I want them to feel good. Like I just want to make people happy, right? So every time I think about it and I see what we've built so far, like I honestly feel very proud. It's a big step for me, right? To finally get to like show people like the artist who I am, and you know, just give people insights to what I'm capable of doing, like my ability and everything. So yeah, I feel like I'm excited.
So, Victony, I hope you're going to be watching. I intentionally haven't shown you yet. I can't wait for you to see, because it's just wholesome. That's what I would say. When I watched it, it was wholesome, and you are a wholesome person, Victony.
Thank you.
So thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy that I got to meet you, and I look forward to more music.